Making mayonnaise at home is not difficult at all. Watch this video all the way through, and you will learn 3 ways to make 3 rich, creamy mayonnaise sauces that taste just as good as the ones from the store. Hi, I am Tracy. Today, I will show you simple ways to make mayonnaise in just a few minutes, and I can promise that anyone can succeed, even on the very first try. Before we begin, let us get the ingredients ready. One very convenient thing is that all 3 mayonnaise methods today use the same basic ingredients. You will need cooking oil, eggs, fresh lemon juice, mustard, and salt. Each sauce has its own distinct flavor based on specific ratios. You also do not need any fancy machines or special tools. Everything is very basic and something I am sure every home already has. Start with the first recipe. Making mayonnaise the traditional way by whisking it by hand with a fork. This is how mayonnaise was made in households long before blenders or mixers existed. When done correctly, it creates the richest and most flavorful mayonnaise. With this method, we use only egg yolks. I use about 2 eggs. Separate the yolks from the whites and place the yolks into a bowl. Add a small amount of salt and mustard right from the start. Using a fork, gently mix everything together. At this stage, you should mix lightly to create a smooth, even base. Now comes the most important part, adding the oil. The oil must be added very slowly, just a few drops at a time. This is because mayonnaise is an emulsion, which means the oil needs time to combine with the egg yolks. If you pour the oil in too quickly, the emulsion becomes overloaded and may break or even separate. As you continue adding the oil gradually, you will notice the mixture becoming thicker and creamier. When you have added about half of the oil, the mayonnaise may look unusually thick. That is completely normal. Just keep adding the oil little by little. Near the end, if the mixture looks like it is separating, do not panic. Simply keep stirring, and the mixture will return to a smooth, unified texture. After all the oil has been added, add the fresh lemon juice and stir immediately. The mayonnaise will become slightly lighter in color and smoother. The lemon juice helps balance the richness, enhance the flavor, and complete the sauce. Stir gently for a short while and you are done. You will have a homemade mayonnaise that is thick, silky smooth, beautifully colored, and rich in flavor. Perfect for sandwiches, salads, or even mixing with other sauces. Who would have thought this creamy mayonnaise was made using just a fork? Method 2. Making mayonnaise quickly with an immersion blender. Unlike the previous method, this one is perfect because it is both convenient and much faster, thanks to the help of an immersion blender. Because there are young children in my household, for extra peace of mind, I use 2 fully cooked eggs. You can also use 2 raw eggs if you prefer, and the flavor will be lighter and fresher. Start by peeling 2 hard-boiled eggs and placing them in a deep bowl. Add half a tablespoon of mustard. You can add more if you prefer a stronger flavor. A pinch of salt balances the taste. Then add cooking oil until the 2 eggs are completely submerged. Next, take the immersion blender and place it all the way down at the bottom of the container. Turn the blender on at high speed and hold it completely still for about 10 seconds. During this time, the oil and eggs begin to bind together at the bottom, forming the base of the emulsion. After the first 10 seconds, you will see the mixture starting to thicken. At this point, add the lemon juice and continue blending for about 1 more minute until everything comes together smoothly. Now, slowly lift the blender upward, just a little at a time. This gentle movement pulls the remaining oil into the mixture without overpowering the original flavor. Continue blending until the mayonnaise is smooth and creamy. In less than a minute, you will have a thick, stable mayonnaise with a mild, balanced flavor, all made quickly and easily with an immersion blender. This method is especially great for busy days, quick meals, and making a larger batch to enjoy over time. Method 3. Making mayonnaise with a hand mixer. Now, let us move on to the third method, using a hand mixer. Sounds familiar? Right? I'm sure every household has one in the kitchen. This method makes the mayonnaise making process much faster, especially with this recipe that allows for a bit of creativity. First, prepare 2 eggs, about 300 milliliters of cooking oil, a small pinch of salt, and 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard. Start by cracking the eggs into a clean mixing bowl. Then add a small amount of oil at a time. Be careful not to pour in too much oil at once, or it will be difficult for the eggs to break down and blend properly. Sprinkle in the salt and mustard in the right proportions. Then add a pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard. Next, turn on the hand mixer at low speed and mix until the ingredients begin to combine and emulsify. Each mixing round should take about 3 minutes. After each round, you will see the oil blending evenly with the eggs. Then slowly add more oil, little by little. This step is very important. Mayonnaise forms through emulsification, so the oil needs time to combine properly with the eggs. Always add the oil in small batches and mix well. As soon as the oil starts to blend smoothly, add a little more and continue mixing. Divide the oil into several additions instead of pouring it all in at once. As you keep mixing, the sauce will gradually become thicker, creamier, and more stable. Once all the oil has been fully incorporated, add the lemon juice and whisk it once more. You'll have a smooth, rich homemade mayonnaise ready to use right away. At this stage, you can stop here if you prefer the classic flavor. For a slightly spicier version, add 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Turn the mixer back on and blend until everything is smooth and evenly combined. This creates a unique mayonnaise with a gentle tang from the tomato and mild heat from the chili. Perfect for sandwiches, burgers, or dipping sauces. This method is flexible, reliable, and ideal when you want to experiment with different flavors while keeping things simple. And that wraps up all 3 ways to make mayonnaise. There is just one more important thing I would like to share. Because homemade mayonnaise is made with fresh ingredients, it tastes best when made in small batches and enjoyed right away. If you make it ahead of time, store it in the refrigerator and use it as soon as possible. Do not keep it for too long. If you notice a sour smell or liquid separating, the mayonnaise has gone bad, and it's best not to use it to protect your health. Now you know all 3 ways to make mayonnaise at home. Each method creates a delicious, creamy mayonnaise, but they differ in the tools used, the level of convenience, and the experience of making it. Which one do you like best? The traditional hand-mixed method with a fork, the immersion blender, or the hand mixer? Let me know in the comments. If you found today's tips helpful, please like this video and share it with anyone who enjoys cooking at home. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more simple, practical kitchen ideas you can use every day. Thank you so much for watching.